NIW, and we're going to discuss actually those two options today because they are the most viable alternatives to green card lottery. And hello from Spain, from MP Sanctuary. Yes, I love Spain. I've been to Madrid, Valencia, Barcelona. Great country, great food. I enjoyed my stay. So guys, let me know where you're from. Let's see the geography. So we have Spain. Let's see where you're from, so I could see the geography of what's going on. And we're going to be discussing green card lottery today, guys. We have South Africa. Very good. We're filing EB1A for a businesswoman from Africa, South Africa, as we speak. I think this is a great case. We're going to get it approved. Nigeria. A lot of Nigerian clients. You guys have a lot of engineers and doctors and very smart, educated people. Yes, guys, let me, I know that some of you still waiting for free evaluation. Thank you for your patience, because we had just a huge wave of free evaluation requests, and I apologize that I didn't get back to some of you within the time that I promised. I really feel bad, but guys, I'm by myself, right, to do the free evaluation. No one is doing that because I want to make sure I do the good work for you, and I'm doing it for free. So I have only a certain amount of time to do this. Please be patient. I know about the problem, but because we have like hundreds and hundreds of free evaluation requests from English-speaking clients, it takes me a little bit longer to sort through, okay? Please be patient. I expect within 1 week I'll catch up, and then it's going to be normal, okay? I really appreciate your patience, guys. All right, so let's see what else. England, Israel. We have like a bunch of engineers from England. Really good cases for EB2 NIW. Israel, you guys very good for E2. We have NIWs from Israel too. Nigeria, from Waka Waka Doctor. Yes. And I know that that was one of the waves, guys. The Waka Waka Doctor is my man. A lot of people came from him now from the free evaluation, and that what killed us, because Waka Waka Doctor did a great job. Moscow, from Russia. Yes, businesswomen are really good. Oh, there we go. So another businesswoman from South Africa. Very good. Yes, South Africa, guys. I know that things are not going well in South Africa, and this is just the reality. So we picking up a lot of clients from there, and I see a lot of interest in immigration to the US, and I don't blame you guys. Like same thing in Russia, Ukraine, and those countries, a lot of problems. So people want to move. Yes, there's question. Cameroon, yes, 5-star. You guys know Zuo Bruna got 01 from Cameroon with us. We filed his EB1A, I believe, last week, expecting him to be approved. So really good. More people from Nigeria. Okay. Yes, I know about the responses for free evaluation, guys. So thank you for your patience. I'll get back to all of you. Okay. I do them every day, and you'll get your response. Kazi is asking, will green card be hard if Trump becomes president? Okay, let's first talk about this. I wanted to touch on this topic today because it's related to alternatives of green card lottery. And guys, your green card lottery chances, they're so low that I'm a firm believer that if I evaluated your case, and I said, hey, Kazi, hey, Gabriela, you have a good potential to get a green card through EB1A or EB2 NIW. And you're like, okay, Stanislav, thank you very much. I'm going to wait for another 6 months for the green card lottery and see what's going on. Look, guys, you are exchanging like 0.004% chances versus 90% or more if you work on your real case. Okay, I don't know. I understand that green card lottery, you don't have to do anything, just to wait and see what's happening. But because the chances are so low, I mean, you're just wasting your time. And I know some of you will win, maybe one person out of 1,000 or 10,000, I don't know. But this is so low, and you have no control, that I think this is a waste of time, and I feel bad. I feel bad because you guys missing that 6 months, 2 months, 4 months that you're not coming to the US. Okay, so green card lottery is. I encourage you to participate, but I would never encourage you to rely on it. Okay, don't rely on it because this is not happening. Do you help with company opening? Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. We can open up a company in any state. We can help you with corporate work in state of Florida. We can even get you the light corporate work for any state. So absolutely, we can do this for you. So Trump. Let's get back to Trump, guys. So a lot of you, and I read your comments on YouTube and Instagram, and you're like, Stanislav, Trump is gonna come and things gonna go bad. This is not true. This is not true. Why? Let me explain you my position. And I'm gonna use only the empirical data. Okay? So what's empirical data? The facts. The facts. Okay? So that's what it means. So the way Democrats and Biden administration talks about the immigration and things relating to immigration, they basically saying, hey, we're so pro immigrants, look, we want more immigrants to the States, this country has been built on immigrants, and things along those lines. And they say, look at those Republicans because they're against the immigration. But this is not true. Okay? What is true? The truth is that Republicans, they are against the illegal immigration, but they are for the legal immigration. Okay? So, and I'll prove it. I'll prove it to you in a second. The Democrats, they are for illegal immigration, and they are against the legal immigration. Why? Well, first of all, because the more people pour in the country through the border, and that's what illegal immigration is, it brings two good things to Democrats. Number one, not all of them, but a significant part of them in the future will become US citizens. Maybe in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, Lord knows, okay? Someone will get married, someone will get asylum, someone will be deemed a refugee, so somehow they will become US citizens. Even 10, 15%, nobody knows. And then in the beginning, until they started making money, they will be voting Democrats, okay? So that way, Democrats bring more voters for them in the future. And they don't think 1 year ahead. They think long term, okay? And the long term is 15 years maybe, okay? So it's not only because of Biden, and all Democrats, they are like that. The next Democrat president will come, he will do the same, or she will do the same. They will open the borders and make everybody come in. So they will become the voters in the future. That's reason number one. Reason number two is that, if you guys didn't know, the US Census, and Census is the agency that counts the people and collects this data on the population, they count not only legal people in the state, but also illegals, if they can, okay? And based on that data, they count how many representatives are going to be in a house, in the Congress, like in the lower chamber. Okay? So think about it for a second. The more people are, let's say, in New York, the more illegals in New York, the more population of the state is. And the more the population of the state is, the more New York State has representatives in the lower chamber of the Congress. And because it's a democratic state and it's a liberal state, so more people that are of liberal and democratic views are represented in a lower chamber, disproportionate to who actually can vote. Okay? So I'm not saying that democratic or liberal views are bad. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they then become more disproportionately represented in the lower chamber of the Congress. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, Democrats want as many illegal immigrants here in the US. And because they brought so many illegal immigrants, there is no more space for legal immigration. And the Republicans, they vice versa. They say, hey, we need to close the border, stop all these crazy people. We don't know maybe some of them need help, we don't know who they are. There's no mechanism to sort them out. Okay, you cannot do background check on every person who crosses the border. So they say, hey, we need to stop this and build a mechanism to sort people out. We don't want criminals, we don't want people from the jails and some mentally ill people. Nobody wants them here, right? Neither you nor no one. And the Republicans are just saying that. And they say, we have the legal programs like EB1A, EB2, EB3, EB5, whatever that is. So let's use that. So this is the theory, okay? But now, let's look at the data. I've been practicing law in my company since 2015, okay? So almost 10 years, right? And I've been practicing law in other law firms before when I was going to school. So now, I was an attorney when Obama was the president. I was an attorney when Trump was the president, and I was an attorney when I am still an attorney when Biden is the president, right? And the Department of Homeland Security, every year they release the statistics, how many petitions were filed for each category of visa, and how many were approved and how many were denied. Okay, so if you guys can do this yourself. Don't trust my word. Go and check it. Okay, go to the website, to the government website, and it's easy. You just Google it. You can find it the same second. Look at the statistics of approvals for. Just look at EB1A and EB2. Don't look anything else. When Trump was the president, so 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay. And then Biden was the president on only 3 years available, 20, 21, 22, because it's one year lag for the statistics. You guys will be shocked. You will be shocked how much less petitions were approved when Biden was the president, and still is. Okay? And the statistics is as follows. An average, okay, each year is different, but average, when Trump was the president, those legal petitions were approved at around 65%, okay, so out of 100, 65 would be approved, on average. And when Biden was the president, and still is, it's about 50%. Guys, it's impossible to have this drop organically. It's just impossible. Not for such short period of time. That means we can conclude, kind of conclusively, that that drop in approvals was done intentionally. Okay, so they just said, hey, approve less petitions because we have so many people crossing the border, so let's have less people coming through the legal means. And that's what it is. Okay, I don't make up facts. They are all available online, so you guys make your own conclusions. All right, so we dealt with Trump. So let's talk about the green card lottery. Last year, and I think not last year because last year is lagging. So 2022, about 11, 12 million petitions were filed for the green card lottery. We have only 55,000 visas available. And if you guys do the math and see how much percentage 55,000 from and do somebody do the math, guys, who has a calculator, find me what's the percentage from let's make it 12 million. What's $55,000 of the 12 million people? What's the probability for each person to get that green card? Somebody do the math. It's going to be below 0.1 or close to that. In my YouTube video, I was saying not 0.1 or whatever. I was giving you a lower amount, like 0.004. Why? Why it's lower than if you do the actual math? Because, guys, two things. Thing number one, those 55,000 green cards are not per win. They are per all the people. So if I win and I have a wife and 2 kids, I take 4 green cards out of this 55,000, not 1. You get it? So a lot of people have families. So actually that 55,000 is probably cut in 3. So we could use 3 to divide this number. So because it's mama, papa, and probably 1 kid. Okay? Yes, sometimes 1 person wins. Sometimes a family of 6 wins. So it would be fair to say, hey, we have 3 people per 1 win, per 1 diversity lottery win. So that cuts the number of those petitions in 3. Okay? Not 55. Now it's like what? 17,000. Okay? So only 17,000 wins are actually gonna get those green cards. Okay? That's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is that there is a time limit when those petitions could be filed. And there is a number of, everybody who won has a number. Okay, from 1 to 55,000. So if your number did not pop up, and there's like there's a document that tracks when your visa is available. So if your number didn't pop up within whatever 6 or 5 months after the win, you're done. You didn't get in. So you won, but you didn't get in. So it's not actually 17,000. It's probably less. It's probably 13, maybe 10,000 actual wins with the family members. Okay? So that's why your 0.1 or 0.01 is divided by 4. Okay? Because that's how many people actually win. So that's how you get to much lower percentage. So now, you guys, those of you who are IT people, doctors, businessmen, businesswomen, other professionals, beauty masters, athletes, you are the ones who are gonna get the green cards through EB1A and EB2 NIW, or maybe O1 to start, maybe other non-immigrant visas. You are in October sitting, filling out the green card lottery, which you still should do. I'm not saying don't do this, do it, and do it for both, for mama and papa, for your spouse and yourself, because you have more chances. But if you in October, knowing that you can get EB1A or EB2 NIW, you fill out that application thinking that in May, if I win, I'm gonna be good, and if I don't win, maybe I'm gonna start my legal process through other visas which are under your control. You guys, surprise, surprise, you guys just wasted 6-7 months of your life. Okay? Because wherever 0% you get to win, and if you win to actually get it, it is nowhere to be found. Okay? This is only very small fraction in the population in the world is gonna get it. And none of you is probably gonna be the one. I'm just honest with you, okay? That's the reality. For my years and years of my legal practice, guys, maybe 1 or 2 people for years and years who did what I said, who filled out, who qualified for a good visa, for the green card, but they chose not to pursue it, and they chose to participate in green card lottery. Maybe 2 people won, okay, and other thousands of people never won. All right, so, and they're still playing. Some of them change their mind, is like, listen to Stanislav, okay, I'm gonna go with EB1A or EB2 NIW, or maybe look, become a priest and get EB4, I don't know. You know, there are ways where things are under your control, okay? DV lottery is not under your control. Okay, so now, I assume you guys kinda already advanced So you're not the beginners. You should be advanced if you follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Okay? Why? Because no one in the world, no other attorney ever brings you this much of good information, good content in an easy to understand way. You guys tell me yourself, Stanislav, I watch this attorney, I don't know what he's talking about. I just don't get it. Like, what are those words mean? Okay? I'm trying to break it down for you so you guys understand. And sometimes I go, I do my own way to explaining like EB2 and NIW. Because if I try to explain you the way the law tries to explain it, you guys gonna just go and fall asleep or something like this. I'm just giving you the real facts so you understand it fast. So you should be advanced. Okay? You should be advanced. So I rely on that. But again, what is EB1A? What's O1 and EB1A, and why are we talking about those two visas at the same time? Because both of those visas are talent visas, okay? The only difference between these two is that O1 is non-immigrant, meaning that it's a work visa, it has a limit, and you don't get a green card, okay? But it's much easier to get. It's much easier to get. When EB1A is also a talent visa, but it's immigrant visa, you can get a green card with that. So there's no limit. There's a limitation on the green card, but you can become a citizen, okay? Or extend your green card. So this is the only difference. Sometimes we get O1 visa because you don't qualify for EB1A. That's one reason. And reason number two, because you may qualify for EB1A, but you tell me, Stanislav, I want to come to the US as soon as possible. Okay? So basically, we prepare your case for EB1A, but we file it under O1 disguise. Okay? Just as O1. And someone can say, hey, Stanislav, but O1 needs an employer. Like, I don't have an employer. No problem. We'll register a company for you, which will become your employer, okay? And I have dozens and dozens of cases like that where a client is an employee and an employer in one person, all right? No problem. We can fix that for you. And then basically, so you have a green card case, but you come to the US and like Punit is from India, right? So you guys have a huge line for EB2 and for EB2 visa, right? EB2 NIW or labor certification. So what we do for our Indian clients, we get them O1 visa and start working on the EB1A, because for EB1A the line is much shorter. And if you guys on H1B here in the US with EB2 approved, we can get you EB1A approved and transfer the priority date from your EB2 visa to your EB1, as if your fresh EB1A was approved in the past, okay? Like 2019, 2018, whatever. And get you the green card, okay? And get you off that slavery. Okay, I know you guys laugh at me when we meet at the complex immigration planning, when I say you guys slaves. You guys laugh because you know it's true, you know, and you don't even get offended because you know it's true. It's the fact. And I'm telling you, I'll get you off the slavery, because with EB2 approved, you're gonna wait for Lord knows 10 years, maybe more. But EB1A is the way to go. So yeah. That's concerning the Indian clients, and we have a lot of Indian clients. You guys, I don't know what you guys eating, but like Indians are super smart with math and IT people, like working big companies here on H1B, making good money, can afford to pay Stanislav, right? Stanislav is not a cheap attorney. You guys know it. Like, look, you know how much this jacket costs, guys. This is expensive, you know, and you want your attorney to look like he's making good money, right? Because otherwise, like, what's going on with approvals? You guys get approvals at all? People with H1B, you guys make really good money here, but you cannot get off the boat. right? You cannot start your own business. You cannot change your employer on a whim. You have to always work your way around, and especially if you have a B2 approved sometime in 2018, I don't know when, sometime before, you cannot get off the boat. You have to stick to these guys. So this is very sad for me. So, but we have a ticket for you. Okay, so EB1A, guys. If you go to USCIS website and you like read the requirements, you'll be like, oh my God, this is like for Oscar, Nobel Prize, Grammy winners, and people like that. Well, let me tell you guys, for my kind of already long career, I had maybe a handful, I can remember 5 clients for EB1A, where like I could say like this person is internationally recognized, like good scientist, invented some crazy stuff, you know, blow your mind when you learn what they invented, or Olympic champion, we had a couple of those, or like World Cup, like soccer play, things like that, right? Yeah, right. Those people will get the B1A with the no problem, but hey, where are they? If you guys know those people, send them my way, because I don't see them, okay? Those people who will get the EB1A approved, just good professionals in their field, okay? Good professionals in the field who satisfy the Stanislav's strategy. And you guys know, I'm all about the strategy. I'm all about the process. That's why your cases go for 6 months. You work with the expert team who's leading your case. And what do you guys do the 5 months out of the 6? You collect the evidence by my strategy. And I tell you in the beginning, hey, if you do everything that's in the strategy, and you guys know what's in the strategy because you get a written strategy after the complex immigration planning, right? It's written, it's a fact, it's PDF file. I cannot change it, okay? You have it. And you know what needs to be done, and you have the team, the processes, the communication online, all the examples and templates of the old documents. So all you need to do is to provide the documents, okay? And you get more than 90% approval chance for your cases. I'm not saying it's gonna be a walk in the park, okay? I'm not saying it's a summer camp. No, that's a lot of work, but you guys know what you're working for, okay? You know what you're working for, and you will be the one to change the generations ahead, okay? No one's gonna remember Stanislav and his team. Everybody's gonna remember you as a father, mother, grandfather, whatever. That person came to the US and changed all our lives. So that's what you guys working for, to change the lives of all your generations. Is it worth the money spent, time spent? The answer is silent, okay? I think the answer is silent. So, EB1A, you don't have to be internationally recognized. All you need to do is to satisfy 3 criteria out of the 10. That's it. Yes, we're gonna satisfy 6 out of the 10. You guys know it, because that's my recipe for the EB1A, 6 criteria. But trust me, if you have 2-3 criteria, as of right now, if I told you on a free evaluation, and I know you guys still waiting, some of you waiting for the free evaluation, I'll get back to you, I promise. We have too much right now. If you have 2-3 as of right now, you will get 6 at the end of the 6th month. All right? And I will tell you exactly how when you come to the complex immigration planning. And the complex immigration planning, yes, you have to pay for the $350, but then it's going to be credited to your contract when you hire me. And of course, you'll see, you almost will see the future, okay? You'll be seeing how you're getting through the CBP and in Miami or in New York or Los Angeles, and the officer is going to tell you, welcome home. giving you the green card stamp. Okay, you'll see that in your strategy, and you'll see that it's much easier than you expected. All right, because we know the ways to make your petition stronger. Okay, because that's all we do. That's all we do every day. EB1As, EB2 NIWs, business visas, L1, E2, EB5, and some work visas. All right, so that's all we do. So definitely we know what's going on, and we know the trends. So that's EB1A. You don't have to have an employer. You don't have to be super smart. You don't even have to have an education. You have to be a good professional in your field. Now, EB2 NIW is a little bit different, okay? Yes, I still qualify that as a talent visa. I still do. But that's my qualification because I know that it's a different category and it's a different way to satisfy those criteria. But if you're not talented, you're not going to be able to do this. All right. So EB2 NIW, either you have the advanced degree, which is bachelor's and 5 years of experience, or master's degree, no experience needed. Or if you don't have either or, then we can get you through exceptional ability. There are 6 criteria for exceptional ability. They're much easier to prove than EB1A criteria, the extraordinary ability. So it's easy. Trust me on that. I'm not going to explain why. We don't have time for that. So now, once we're through that first hump, we need to see what kind of proposed idea you have to offer to the US government. That idea needs to resolve some kind of problem, or it needs to create something that never existed before. Like some industry. Like right now, I have an NIW case with the guy who wants to bring back the knife industry to the US. Okay, he wants to build like a manufacturer and do the knives. Okay, I mean, what a great case. I'm gonna get approved like this. That's when you create something new. What's the example of solving some problem? For example, those of you who can optimize the processes for the production at the manufacturer, the IT processes, maybe even business processes, whatever that is, okay? You kind of solving some kind of problem, all right? Like this manufacturer, if you help this manufacturer to optimize the processes, they may save 5% of the annual budget, okay? And maybe for some manufacturer, 5% of the annual budget could be millions and millions of dollars. And those millions could be spent for other things. So here we go. We resolve a problem. We optimize the processes with the big companies, big manufacturers. And this is one example. But if you help 5, but if you help 10, those are millions and maybe billions of dollars. So that money can be spent elsewhere. Is it a national interest? Absolutely. And there's no questions asked. So the question now becomes, Stanislav, where do I look for proposed endeavor? Where do I look for that proposed project that I can offer to the US government? And guys, look no further than what you've been doing today in the morning. Sell my head, big boy, Punit. What did you guys do in the morning? And I know you drank your coffee, but what did you do at your work? So look back at your 5 years back and see what you guys been doing. What kind of projects you've been doing. And see if you can isolate some idea, some process from what you've been doing for the past 5 years and make an idea out of it. And see how you can apply it here in the US. Okay? So that's, no one ever will explain it better than I did to you for where you look for the proposed endeavor. And Sophie says, I went to work in the morning. Exactly, Sophie, exactly. What did you do at your work? What kind of projects you've been doing? what kind of successes you had for the past 5 years in your work, right? So that's what you need to look at and see if you got some idea that you can transfer to your to here in the US, if you can resolve some problems here on a national level, right? And let me tell you guys, EB2 and NIW, and although the law says that, you know, and everybody can basically cultures, athletes, business, engineers, and everybody can participate, and it's true. It's true. But let me tell you, we all know between each other that it's for the STEM people. STEM and business. And better that business be in the STEM category, okay? So this is the reality. Yes, we can get an athletes through EB1A, and people with some cultural good background, maybe opening up a studio for dancing and training new Yes, we can do that once in a while, we get those cases. But the overwhelming majority of EB2 and NIW are for the STEM. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay? That's what the EB2 and NIW is for. And we see the trend. Everybody else, the art and culture and sport, businesses half and half, good for this and that program. The other ones who are not coming into EB2 and NIW, you guys coming in EB1A. Okay, so, and there's no problem. There is no problem. I actually prefer EB1A over EB2 and NIW because the visibility is just killing it. So yeah, don't be scared of visibility for EB2 and NIW category, because you better have the clock ticking after the approval than clock ticking with no approval. Okay, this is as easy as it is. So if you have a case for EB2 and NIW, go for it. Guys, don't forget, yes, I know there's a backlog for free evaluation, but those of you who want to check yourself for talent visa or national interest waiver visa, EB2 and NIW, send me the DM free evaluation. Okay, free evaluation. I'll send you the link. You answer the questions, and we'll get back to you with the answers. Okay, maybe it will take a little longer than 2 days that I usually promise, but we will get over it this week. Okay, we'll sort out everything, and I'll definitely look at all of your forms. Okay, so drop me a few questions. Let me see what else I want to tell you. Oh, guys, let me tell. I saw the question. I didn't answer it. The bloggers. What about the bloggers? I have really good success with bloggers. Bloggers get O1B or EB1A. EB2 and NIW. I don't see it. I mean, maybe you guys show me something different, but I don't see national interest in blogging. Okay, maybe if you're like journalist and world renowned and you want to come to the US and open up your school and teach other journalists or bloggers, maybe yes, maybe. But EB1A is the way to go, or O1B, and we have quite a few cases approved for bloggers, or call yourself influencers. Okay, what you guys influence? I'm not sure. I guess public opinion. But if you're a TikToker, if you're a YouTuber, even if you use X, Twitter, right, or other platforms, and you get a lot of engagement and you make good money on that, this is a talent visa, okay, and we can get you through. We can get you here in the US, absolutely. But let me tell you guys, O1 visa, I filed for years of practice, definitely over 100, okay, maybe even a few hundred O1s. I have only one denial. All right, so if you guys work with me and my team and you want to get O1 visa, your approval chance is like 99.999999999 going indefinitely, right? We know how to do all of those visas, and O1 is among those is easier. It's not going to be easy, but relative to others is much easier. Guys, yesterday I got an approval for O1 for a lady who is selling her bags on Instagram. That's pretty much it. Yes, she followed my strategy. Yes, she did well in 5 months after strategy was released, and she did everything that I said, okay? And she had her own employer, her own LLC, which we also registered for her. That's it, guys. I mean, look, I said, I don't know if there is expression, you guys know, I was originally born in Russia, and I speak Russian fluently as much as English. And in Russian, we have this expression, like when something is like easy to do, like you say, you can make a porridge out of the hammer or out of the axe, okay? Like, you know, hammer and axe, those things you will use in the construction. So like you can like, or you make a soup out of the hammer, like out of nothing basically, okay? So that's O1 visa. That's O1 visa. And let everybody else say whatever they want. I know my cases, I know how we approach those cases, and we know how we get them approved. So this lady on Instagram, nothing crazy, no international recognition. And yes, she had her brand. Yes, a small brand for her bags. She started making them with her hands. Then she started growing. She hired a few people to make those bags, and she used the Instagram to sell them. And she made good, decent money. Nothing crazy. So we got her critical role. We got her contribution in the field through her brand. We got her commercial success. That's already 3 criteria. We got her press. She worked with the PR agencies. The journalists wrote about her success. And she drafted a few academic articles. That's it. Guys, all of you can do the same. So if you're sitting in Spain or in Nigeria, in Cameroon, and you're like, oh my God, and you like doing business, or you're a good professional in IT or engineer on medicine field, you're like, oh my God, I'm not talented, and I'm not gonna, this is not so. At least O1, at least O1. And once you hear it in the US on O1, guys, the door is open for you. The door is open wild for you, okay? You get all these opportunities. So that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Don't waste your time relying on a green card lottery. You're not gonna win. And I'm just realistic with you. And if someone's gonna win, I'm gonna congratulate you. But that's gonna be one person out of 10,000, okay? So don't participate, but do not rely on it. Rely on real chances when you can get more than 90%. Some like O1 is 99% chances of approval if I say, if I qualify you, right? Stanislav, how do you qualify me? Free evaluation. DM me. Free evaluation, Stanislav, give me free evaluation. I'll send you the link, you fill it out, I'll give you the free analysis of your case. Okay, let me see if you guys drop me any more questions. You guys were kind of active. I kind of enjoy today's stream. So if you guys active like this every time we do this, I promise I'll do more streams for you on Instagram. Okay? If you promise me to come and be active, I'm ready to give you my time. Okay? Okay. I think I missed one question. Can you help someone with the household jobs, either through an agency or direct hire? I'm an HND holder. I do not have IELTS and confronted with financial constraints as well. Is there anything for me? I think the hardest part here, Miriam, is the financial constraints, because look, you have to pay the attorney, you have to pay the government fee. Sometimes you have to pay to register your company, and those cannot be cheap. Okay, those cannot be cheap. You cannot spend less than $15,000 for this process, and that's just the reality of things. And guys, all of you can make $15,000 to invest in your future. Okay, all of you in any country. And I know like sometimes clients from Nigeria come and I look like at the salaries in Nigeria, and Nigerian naira is like, oh my God, against dollar, you guys, I don't know what's happening in Nigeria right now, but it looks really bad. But I know, because I see that there are people in Nigeria and Cameroon, in South Africa, in Asia, like smaller countries. There are people who really motivated. They can make $15,000 to invest in the future. Okay, so you may be, and if you're a talented person, look, one of the criteria for talented person is commercial success. And yes, I know like doctors in some countries and engineers don't make nothing, comparing especially to the US salaries. But if you put enough effort and you make it as a goal, it's possible. Okay, it's possible. And I know for a fact that some people take a year or year and a half, like Stanislav, hold my beer, and they disappear for 2 years, like for a year, and then come back and like, okay, we made the money. That kind of puts me in a position where that stresses me out a little bit, guys. I gotta tell you, if I know, like, watch the on my English YouTube, watch the interview for Leonardo Rojas. He's from Venezuela, and he got EB2 NIW with us. And what's cool about this case that he gave us interview while working on the case and after the approval. Guys, which attorney in the world is gonna make an interview with the client in the process of work? You don't know if he's gonna get approved. Only Stanislav does, because Stanislav knows you're gonna be approved, at least with a very high chance. Okay? So, but it's not about that. I knew for a fact that Leonardo Rojas, engineer from Venezuela, he spent like $20,000 on his case. Okay? That was his last money, all his life savings, and he had to sell something else. Okay? That stressed me out. I should tell. I knew I would get him approved with a very, very high chance. But when I know that you guys spending your last penny to pay for my services, to pay for the government fee, to pay for the translations, and if you have to spend money for PR agencies to strengthen your case, that puts extra responsibility on me. Like you go all in, all right? Because I care. Okay? I know attorneys who don't care. I care. So that stresses me out, but everybody works harder then. You work harder, the team works harder, so that's more motivation. So financial thing is very important, but guys, once you invest that money and you come here, you're gonna make much more. Trust me, okay? Trust me on that. All right, so let's see the questions. And you guys know sometimes I get philosophical, so that's my weakness. But yeah, I think it's good too. Okay, so let's see a few more questions and we're going to be through. Max, I have a bachelor and master's degree. I'm also a lecturer. How can you help me? Max, that sounds to me like EB2 NIW, especially if you are teaching or lecturing in STEM category, like mathematics, physics, chemistry, some IT stuff, these kind of things, like some science involved. This is EB2 NIW, okay, with very good chances of success. So Max, DM me, Stanislav, I want free evaluation. So basically 2 words, free evaluation. And usually it's 2 days. Now we have a lot of free evaluations to make. So maybe within a week, I'll get back to you. Sophie, I'm in UK. I'm interested in relocating my brother who is a medical scientist. I love it already. Over 5 years experience. Very good. Which visa route would you advise we work with? Sophie, both. EB1A and EB2 NIW. I need to evaluate your brother for both of them, okay? Because It sounds like EB2 NIW, but if you guys work in science, if you have academic publications, if you continue working in science, working in a lab, university, some private company, digging into science, you will get a green card one way or another. Okay, scientists are the #1 priorities in the US. All kind of scientists. Even if you study the plants, guys, the plants, like this. Guys, you know how you love how I entertain you, right? No, all those attorneys are so boring. Those attorneys are, just in general, all attorneys are boring. Boo, 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 boo. No entertainment, right? You see Stanislav bring the plan to the stream. Just like make sure you guys also entertained with this boring stuff. So yes, Sophie, make sure that you ask for the free evaluation, and make sure your brother fill out those forms. And yeah, those sounds like really good cases. I'm a nurse. Nurses, depending on your qualification, probably O1 visa is a very good option for nurses. Also J1, H1B could be the way to go. What's your YouTube channel? Trust Stories Media asks. Let me guys see. I can't. If I remember it, I will tell you right away. I think it's Shamayev Business and Talent Visas. Okay, so basically, if you put in a search Shamayev Business Law, you'll see the same profile picture. You guys will see. And my YouTube is on fire, guys. 2 videos every week. If you have not watched my videos on YouTube, you didn't know about my channel, you guys are missing out, because that content is on fire. Okay, I cannot describe it in any other way, because this is a fire content. Like imagine like Stanislav right now on steroids. Because right now we're like just talking and questions, but there I'll hit you in the eye with a fist, because like I pick a topic and I go deep. Okay, so you guys just need to be subscribed on my YouTube channel, because this is the best YouTube channel for talent visas, EB2 NIW and stuff like this. Yes, nurse, I know. It's been a while for those free evaluations, but those old ones, they have a separate line. Okay, the fresh ones, we have 2 lines, because the waka doctor brought us so many free evaluation people, and you guys have a separate line. So I apologize and thank you for the patience. Put it here. Look, guys. Trust Stories Media is asking me to put the link to my YouTube channel. Guys, you gotta do some work, okay? Like, coming to the States, working on your cases is gonna be a lot of work. So if you can't go to YouTube and put 3 words in it and find my channel, I guess immigration is not for you. Okay? This is the reality, because it's a lot of work to come here. I have a bachelor degree and 3 years work experience in software development. What visa is the best for me? Well, you're getting close to EB2 NIW with bachelor's and 5 years. But O1, H1B, EB1A could be your visas. So talent visas, O1, EB1A. I think I would get the free evaluation for those right now, because those are like the top of the list. Everything else is a second line, second queue. H1B, you gotta have an employer. You may be an employer to yourself on H1B too, guys. If you subscribe to my yes, Trust Stories Media, that's exactly the channel. So I just actually released a new video on YouTube where I share with you guys all insights from New Orleans immigration conference. And H1B for yourself, for your own company is one of them, provided that you have a business plan and some funding for your business. So basically that means you can register a company right now in the US and participate in the H-1B lottery through your own company, because that's what's going on right now with H-1B. I hope you guys are participating if you have an employer, or if you watched my video, you're using your own company to participate. Why not? It's a much better chance than the green card lottery, okay? Depending on how many participate, better chance. Still not enough for me to say, hey, this is the best way, because the best way is O1 or EB1 or EB2 NIW. All right, guys. Okay, Sophie. After the evaluation, how do I get in contact with you so I pay you and kick off the process? You hardly reply to my DM on time. Yes, Sophie. I don't reply to my potential clients at all. So I do 3 things in the company. Number 1, I build up your strategy. Number 2, when you hire myself and my team, I check on the 4th level after 3 other levels have been through. I check the documents and I want to approve them and get them in the case. And number 3, I draft your memorandum by my strategy and those documents that you collected for the 5 months of work with the team. Okay? I don't ask the DMs. I don't check the documents on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level. I'm not communicating you on a daily basis about your case, even when you hire me. I do the strategic things in your case. Okay? That's why I have a lot of teams who do other work that I delegate to them, so I could do the important things. Okay? That doesn't diminish the fact that someone is not replying to you on your DM, okay? Because look, if you went through the free evaluation, or you want to do that, those are the buzzwords that the people from the customer service are looking for, and those are the priority, okay? Because if you ask a lot of questions and you don't show the interest in moving with your case, I mean, you're not going to be the first priority, because there are people who want to move their cases, okay? And because we take only limited number of people a month, okay? We just cannot take all of you guys. We take only the ones who show the motivation, and we have the number limitation on how many people we can take, because we have the number of teams leading the case. So I cannot take I cannot lead more than 250 cases at any moment. Okay, so as we speak, we have about 250 clients working on the cases. Okay, so we have the caseload. So 25, maybe 30 new clients come in every month, and there's a limitation. So if you're 31st or maybe 26th, depending on the month, you have to wait till the next month. Okay, so right now, let me give you an example. In March, we already about, I believe 17, 18 new clients, which means we have only 7, 8 spots left for March. And if we go over that, then those people at the end of March, they need to wait maybe till sometime in April to start a case. Okay, so if you guys serious about what you want to do, how you want to start your case, be serious about that in your DMs. Okay, and then you'll see that things are going to move much faster. All right, I promise, guys, the last question. I'm a Nigerian and I have an MBA healthcare. Okay, sounds very good. In the UK and still currently living here, and I also have a 5 years US tourist visa. All right. Is it advisable to apply from the UK or apply when I come to the US? Teeny Rosie, it doesn't matter. Okay, for the purpose of approval your case, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, you're gonna get approved regardless if you have a good case, if I qualify you, if I build up a strategy on the complex immigration planning, and you guys know that first free evaluation, Then, oh, though you see those bubbles, yes. Then the complex immigration planning, and that's when you already have to pay $350. You have two phases. First, you meet with the data manager. They suck out all the information from you. Then you meet with me for the second phase, and I already create a strategy of your case, what it means. You know what's already qualified you for the visa, and you know what you need to work on throughout the next 5 months, okay? And I explain what exactly needs to be done and how. So it's not like you start your case like, oh my God, I don't know what to expect. No, you have the strategy after the complex immigration planning. And that's it. Then the third step is when you know exactly what you need to do, how much time it's going to involve, and the financial investment in this process. And this is investment, this is not a payment, because you know what you invest for your future and the future of your kids. Then you hire myself and my team. And you guys, Stanislav, and how much you charge for your services? Guys, not only we trying to hide or conceal our prices, we're proud of our prices, okay? Because we are in the market, or probably even below the market. But the number of services and care and processes and communication and the number of people leading your case, no one can compete with us. Just no one. No one has it. Okay, if you want me to say the prices, no problem. The full filing, the complete filing of the petition for non-immigrant visas, it's $11,000 of the attorney's work, not taking the government fees and stuff like that, translations and maybe additions to work with the PR agencies, and $13,000 for the immigrant visas like EB-1A and EB-2 NIW. And those amounts, they split in 3 payments throughout 6 months that will work on your case, and you guys get all the resources. And don't get me started on the NEO program, where you guys get the expert opinion letters, independent expert opinion letters for your cases within the company. I mean, one letter like this here in the US, if you want to pay for it, is going to be around $1,500. You can get up to 4 like those letters within the company when you exchange those with other people who work on the cases. Who is doing this? Guys, no one is doing this. So yeah, all right. Guys, thank you very much. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Have a good rest of the week. I promise we'll do more of those if you keep coming and ask me great questions and participate, because this is a good way to get to know each other better. I wish you a good rest of the week. Free evaluation, complex immigration planning, complete case filing. These are the 3 steps that separate you between being outside of the US and being in the US. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, the lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.